Yeah, they'll always like that.
My nudity. They'll like my nudity. Is that, that's what
Perfect
they're.
way to start the show.
Hello,
That
everybody.
and
Happy
getting
Monday.
boned.
Get boned. Nudity. I gotta turn it around. I'll turn it around.
Yeah,
So
okay,
they
yeah.
can see.
I'm showing the sacred symbol of the
Yes,
seals.
the sacred.
Everybody should know this symbol right here.
Okay, I have to
Know
make
it.
a correction though. Let me make a correction because I said yesterday there's chocolate in their coffee because I'm an idiot. It's like it just there's not actually chocolate in it, you guys.
There's not
there's
actual chocolate.
what I've been informed of is that there's notes of chocolate. See, this is why I don't drink wine, okay? Because there's like notes and stuff. Like I'm not sophisticated enough to understand the nuances of how things are made. Okay. I just know that when I taste something, I'm like, oh dang, it tastes good. And it tastes like there may be
there's a
chocolate.
hint of chocolate.
Then I'm like, there may be chocolate in that. There's chocolate in it. There's not any chocolate in it.
There's no chocolate.
There's not. It just tastes like there may be, but there's not. So there's not. So I may have erroneously spewed that out of my face yesterday. There's not. There's not any chocolate.
So if you are looking to get yourself the best coffee on the planet and join the club, the Bone Frog Club,
join it.
Get yourself boned by going to bonefrog.coffee.com.
We chicks like getting boned. Just get boned with us.
That's right. Best company in the world. This is like a complete marriage made in heaven. I just cannot tell you how perfect of a partnership this is. And you need to be part of the club. So get yourself some Bone Frog. And also, 'tis the season, especially at Daisy's house, who she's already had Christmas decorations up since June.
It's true.
And if you are looking for to get a present for someone special, someone that you know you need to put a little more thought and effort into their gift, you might consider some loungewear. Because I know women, because I am one, so I can speak to this, and I actually know what women are.
Right.
Adult human females love loungewear. Okay.
Yes.
I feel like I can say that with 100% certainty. I don't know of a woman who doesn't love loungewear. And if you want luxurious viscose bamboo loungewear for your special woman or for maybe your mom or another female relative, CozyEarth.com/chicks. CozyEarth.com/chicks is where
I feel like I need to interject here because I think what is a really great slam dunk gift for the menopausal woman in your life is Cozy Earth, because we sweat a lot, okay? And it's not something that we can control. So but we get hot, we get cold. We get hot, we get cold. This stuff is the best loungewear for menopausal women, okay? It's great for everybody. It's great for all women. But like especially for women that are going through that time, I'm just saying, because I've lived through that. And so this stuff I'm telling you, it's the most awesome. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is about that. Okay, that visco stuff is awesome. It really is. It really does work because I've lived it. And like when you have that stuff on, it breathes. I don't like wearing a lot of clothing. I live in Texas. I'm just saying I don't. To bed, especially like loungewear wise, but this stuff actually does breathe. It's amazing stuff. Like I don't get really hot in it, and I don't.
I mean, temperature regulating, like why? It's I don't know how the magic works,
but it's magic.
Bamboo viscose magic, and you can get 35% off of your first order with Cozy Earth at CozyEarth.com/chicks.
Yeah,
so check them out, you guys.
Do it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to tell you to go to our website too at chicksontheright.com. Do that. You should do that.
You really should. You really should. But because by the way, this morning in just a little bit, I'm going to be posting a little bit of a recap of all the antics that have been taking place in the Darrell Brooks trial, the Waukesha SUV killer dude, because it's been such a complete shit show. And so I'm going to have a nice summary of that for everybody at chicksontheright.com. So check that out later this morning. If you're wondering if we're going to be covering the House of Horrors in Texas that was discovered yesterday, the poor 5 abused kids, we're not, because I can't. Like, I will seriously cry through this entire thing. If you have not heard about this story, you can look it up. I can't talk about it. So you just need to know that that's not going to be happening in this discussion.
Yeah, like okay? A lot of other people will be talking about it, so you can find that elsewhere.
I can't.
Yeah.
Cannot. What I can talk about is what an idiot our president is. So remember, was it last week even? I think it was as recent as last week that we showed that video of Joe Biden not being able to get a handle on numbers, like where he was like, we did 1,200,000,500,000,000.
And then there's the 2 words, made in America.
Like,
no, there's a,
you guys, he's just so, it's bad. And
It's
so
bad.
yesterday he did it again. Okay. And so I don't know what it is about this particular number that he's trying to get a grasp on. He can't do it. Watch.
With the help of your members of Congress here today, I signed into law a once-in-a-generation investment in roads, highways, bridges, railroads, ports, airports, and so much more. Over $1,200,000,000,000.
Oh,
Just
wow,
stop.
that's a big number there. It's a big Sparky. Yeah. It's like,
I mean, just why does he even try? Just say that you passed the bill. Okay.
I mean, do you think they write? Do you think they write it as an actual number on the teleprompter, and then he just doesn't know what that is? Like he's like, "Where's the comma go in that number? I don't know." Seriously, I'm asking a legit question because he probably maybe he doesn't know like a trillion. What is a trillion? What is a billion? I don't know what that is. I don't know. Or do they need to write it out for him? You know,
I can't imagine that they don't write the word. Right? Like what? You know what I mean? They have to write the word.
You would hope that they would have learned by now that they need to actually write the word out for an old dementia-riddled man like Joe Biden and somebody who actually plagiarized his way through law school. I mean, he doesn't know. He's dumb. You know, he doesn't know what numbers are. You know,
I mean, he really has a tough time. Yeah. And the other thing that he has a super tough time with all the time now, and we've shown, example after example of this, is when he's finished with his remarks, he doesn't know how to make an exit. He just doesn't know. He's either shaking hands with invisible people.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Right. Or he's apologizing, or he just doesn't know which way to go. And it happened again. Look at this.
Every time. I'm surprised somebody hasn't done a montage of that. Somebody needs to do like an ending of speech montage.
Yes. Just the lost being lost.
Yeah.
Yes.
And just the way that he looks.
Somebody has, and I just haven't found it.
We haven't found it. Yeah. The way that he looks at the end of, he looks so lost and he's just, oh my God, it's so bad. So
it
old.
Kind of looked in that one like he was saluting the screen too. Yeah. Like he was like, I mean, it's so bad, you guys. And then he gets so mad when reporters have been asking him lately, hey, how come like nobody wants you to campaign with them? That's gotta be awkward. And he's been getting really, really mad about that. I think that I have one of those examples. I think that's what this is. Here it is.
John Fetterman's going to appear with you today in Pennsylvania, but there haven't been that many candidates campaigning with you. Why are more?
That's not true. There's been 15. Count, kid, count.
Okay, and are there going to be even more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's screaming at her. He's like, look at the top of my head. Look at the top of it. It's 15.
There's been 15. 15.
Really?
Mad.
Who are they?
I don't know.
Because I don't know.
Because there was another person that asked him. I don't know. It was a different, like he was in a different place, but they were like, oh, because he was appearing with Fetterman. And even Fetterman was like kind of moving away from him at the event. Yeah. It was so crazy. And somebody asked him there, how Tim Ryan doesn't want you to show up. Like there's other people that don't want you to show up. And he got really mad again. And he said 16 people and more have asked. So expect to see him out campaigning with people, which
name names, dude. Name them. Because I can't think of a single one. Can you? I mean, there's not one person that has said, God, I'm so excited about having him stand next to me at a rally or to campaign with me. Who are these people?
I don't. Yikes. I don't know why you would at this point. I mean, you got to be so, even if you're desperate, that's like the last person you'd want around. You know what I mean? Kristen, thank you. Kristen says someone put one of those kid leashes on him and tug on it when he walks off. Seriously. Like he
Yeah.
needs a leash. He needs some sort of a
exactly.
gosh. Okay, let's get to some real leadership, shall we? Governor DeSantis, you guys. Immediately when the news breaks that it is official, the CDC, as part of their regular immunization schedule for kids, they have unanimously decided we are recommending that all kids like 6 months and younger get the COVID vaccine, which is insane. And so Governor Ron DeSantis did what every single freaking Republican governor should do. Every governor, regardless of party, every governor should be doing this. And of course, he's out in front of things once again. Have I heard from Eric Holcomb on this issue? No. Makes me so mad. But here is Governor DeSantis.
A lot of questions to our office about the CDC potentially adding COVID vaccine to the childhood immunization schedule. And I know a lot of parents are concerned about that because if that's on the immunization schedule, the fear is that schools could potentially mandate your child to get a COVID shot, even if that's not something that you want to do. So I just want to let everyone be clear, as long as I'm around and as long as I'm kicking and screaming, there will be no COVID shot mandates for your kids. That is your decision. That is your decision to make as a parent. These are new shots. I get a kick out of when people kind of compare it to MMR and stuff, things that have been around for decades and decades. So parents, by and large, most parents in Florida have opted against doing these booster shots particularly for the young kids. The Surgeon General of Florida does not recommend this for young kids, for kids under 18. And basically his reason for that, there's not really been a proven benefit for that. I mean, we can get into some of the potential side effects. You don't even really need to do that. Not been a proven benefit, but it's a free state. Parents can make the other decision if that's what they want. The important thing is that school districts are not mandating this choice.
Yep. This is so weird. Okay, so yesterday I was looking through Twitter and like Ron Paul had I think he was talking to somebody about this, and I used to work in pharma and I used to write compassionate use and like emergency use documentation for drugs, and that's essentially what this was. I tread lightly because I don't want this video to get shut down, but like that is essentially what this is. And it was and is still. I think.
What do you mean?
It's the vax was an emergency use. Okay, it still is, and so I think they're trying to make it regular, but it was emergency use. And so what that does is it alleviates any culpability on the part of the drug companies when it comes to children. Because when you do emergency use, compassionate use, you're rushing it through. You're not going through all the proper channels that a pharmaceutical company would normally do, which takes years of studies, phase 1, 2, 3 studies, right? Which they didn't do. So it gets them out of all the culpability. So if something happens, if kids have, AEs, SAEs, adverse events, serious adverse events, it says you can't have any lawsuits against us. Right. So I think they're targeting children because they know they can. It'll get them out of lawsuits. This is what is happening.
That's absolutely what's happening. Right. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, because
the craziest part of all of this is that they are listing it as a recommended immunization,
right?
Which in the word implies that it makes you immune from something, and which this absolutely does not.
It does not do. It does not do. So I think a lot of parents are thinking, well, if they force me to do this and I want my kid to go to school, I can sue, but you won't be able to. This is the problem. There's a loophole on their side, which I think a lot of parents are unaware of because of the whole compassionate use, emergency use thing. Now, if they move it to, regular use, then I think parents may be able to
I don't think they will.
But I think,
they will.
but that's the thing. I think that the government is setting themselves up where they're going to make it so they're blocking people from being able to file lawsuits. And then what? You're going to have all these, myocarditis and all this other stuff it's insanity, you guys. I mean, this is terrifying stuff that's happening right now. And why is it that in the past, like, they've never made it so like the flu vaccine or anything like that is part of this lineup? I mean, it just makes you start thinking about the why, think critically, start wondering why they're doing. Exactly.
That's why.
That's precisely.
That is why.
That is the only reason why. That is the only reason. That's the only reason. I mean, like, if you're on the other side of this, you can't tell me that is. I worked in pharma. I mean, it's not like I don't believe in pharmaceuticals. I do, but I at least can think critically about this and understand that is the reason why. I mean, it's like, it's the reason.
Well, and the worst part too is that if there are states who just automatically, and there are plenty that automatically like have it in the way that they operate, that schools automatically follow the guidelines set forth by the CDC.
Mm-hmm.
And so states have to do what DeSantis did and get out in front of this and say, this will be up to school districts. It will be up to or it should just be up to parents, not even school districts. School districts should just say, this is not part of what we're recognizing as the official immunization list. It'll be up to parents. The craziest thing about this is that currently only 1 out of every 3 kids under the age of 18 have taken the shot.
Right.
And so can you imagine if schools across the country all of a sudden make this a requirement?
Oh my God.
I mean, so they're basically just dooming a whole bunch of kids to being schooled at home or being schooled online or whatever the case may be. And that's freaking whack. That's crazy.
Or worse yet, if they actually took it, mock. Because because the ramifications of this thing is, I mean, the serious adverse events and the adverse events in young males, we've seen what it's done. You guys have seen the news reports over the past, year of young people just dropping dead for no reason whatsoever. I mean, I'll tread lightly again because I don't want this video to get shut down. But you can't tell me that is just like some sort of weird fluke. I mean, come on, let's get real. So you think that if all of a sudden kids are just like forced to get this thing and stuff starts happening, what? Come on, this is craziness. It's absolute craziness. It's not that it has not gone through the proper channels that it's supposed to go through. It is an emergency, I don't want to even say compassionate use protocol, drug. It's an emergency drug that they haven't tested enough, period.
And there's no question about that. Simply, if you just look at the time span that has elapsed from when this thing got created to now, there's not been enough time for it to go through the regular channels. And so for it to be added to this scheduled list, it literally, I saw a doctor tweeting about this saying, this is going to create doubt about all of the normal vaccines that have been on this immunization schedule forever. And that is the fault of this current CDC director, their board of directors, however that works, all the people that voted for this nonsense. They are the ones that are creating doubt in the minds of everyone in the country about the credibility of the entire CDC. Why are they doing that? Why would they want to sabotage their own credibility like that?
And the credibility of the entire pharma industry. Because, there are good people in the pharma industry. That's why I hate it, because they get demonized for this too. There are a lot of great drugs that do a lot of great things for people. I mean, it sucks because I worked in it. I worked in that industry for years, and there are a lot of, believe me, there are a lot of drugs that save a lot of lives. There are. It happens. I mean, I was a part of that for years. And so that's what this does, is it just further demonizes that industry that is, there are actually people doing good things. And that sucks, because now I see this and I'm like, well, great. So what this does is it just makes that a further mockery,
Right. It just undermines everything that all the good that the CDC has ever done. Now everybody's like, wait, was it good? Now do I need to question everything? Because this is freaking whack.
Yeah.
What isn't whack is being prepared for any potential emergency or disaster. And the best way to do that, to get all of your preparedness, preppery type of items, My Patriot Supply. The folks at My Patriot Supply have got you covered from literally every angle, whether it's water filtration systems, whether it's emergency heat, whether it's emergency food. And that is what they are the experts at. You can get $250 off of every single 3-month emergency food kit that you get when you go to preparewiththechicks.com. It's free shipping. It's also another thing to consider for family as a Christmas gift. 'Tis the season, you guys. And one of the best gifts you can give someone is a way to deal with emergencies, because we in danger, girl.
Yeah. So listen, when the crap hits the fan, you got your banana chips.
You got your banana chips,
and then you got your coffee. You're kicking back, and you're like, "Listen, it's all burning, and I'm just kicking back with my food and my coffee. It's all good. It's all good." Right?
Oh my gosh, there's some stuff going on. I see another super sticker. Thank you, FFS Jenny O. She says, MMR, TDAP, polio protect other students, hence they're required in schools. This one does not. This is not illegal. I have a new heart problem from the first jab. I'm a doctor. My 6-year-old won't get this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you know what? And you should be able to decide that, period.
Yeah. Especially since we now know unequivocally that this does not prevent transmission. So how this can be required of any student outside of what their parents' wishes are, I have no idea.
Right. Jane just said, red wave, please. Listen, the only way that there's going to be a red wave is if we all get out and we vote and we bring 10 of our friends. I'm worried
and please volunteer at your polling stations and make sure everything is on
oh
the
my
up and
God.
up.
Yeah, please. I'm worried about that, you guys.
I mean, there's reason to worry. I don't know the location of this particular talk that Mike Pence was at yesterday that I have this clip from, but he was recently asked about whether or not he would support Donald Trump in the next presidential election. And you guys, I have never seen Mike Pence be Mike Pencier than in this clip. Cause you know how he does that face, which is like, just so Pencey. I don't know if you guys, you'll see it and then you'll be like, oh yeah, that's the Mike Pence face, where he kind of goes.
Yeah, he's
like that.
I
don't know. I can't do it, obviously, because I'm not him.
It's pretty good. That was a pretty good impression. It was. It wasn't as good as this one, but it was a pretty good impression.
This to me is like Mike Pence caricaturizing himself.
Right.
That's how Pencey he is in this clip. And he's basically saying in a roundabout way that he is considering making a run at the White House.
No.
So that's why this clip is so funny to me in every single way. Watch.
Pence, if Donald Trump is the Republican nominee for president in 2024, will you vote for him?
Well, there might be somebody else I'd prefer more.
Oh, no.
It just gets even better.
You know, what I can tell you is I have every confidence that the Republican Party is going to sort out leadership. All my focus has been on the midterm elections, and it'll stay that way for the next 20 days. But after that, we'll be thinking about the future, ours and the nation's, and I'll keep you posted, okay?
Look at his face right there. That is
I know. It's very,
that
that is very, very Pencey. It's like, that's up.
Oh my God. I don't know why that just tickled me so much, because I was like, man, that is so Pencey.
Some people hate him. So many people in our comments are like, I hate him. He's so bad. He's actually a really nice guy.
He's very, very nice.
He is super, super nice. Like, we know him personally. He really is. Like, it really is what you see is what you get. He really is like that in real life. Like, you know how a lot of these guys seem so phony. I swear to God, he's like that in real life.
That is who he is.
I bet, like, sure. He's like that to his family. Like, he's like, I mean, that is who he is as a person.
Yeah. But I don't want him to run.
No,
I don't want him. Clear about that.
I don't want him to be president. I don't want him to be president either. He's a super lovely man. He really is nice. I just don't want him. He's just so nice. I don't want a nice man as president. I don't.
No, we need a fighter, and not that he can't be tough, because he can be. It's just, I worry a little bit that he would be trying to please too many people instead of doing the right thing like DeSantis always does. DeSantis is always leading, whether or not it makes people like him or hate him, he's always leading. And I worry that Mike might be a little more.
I want a street fighting bulldog is what I want. That's who I want. That's what we need. That's how this world is now. We need somebody who's willing to get into the ring and be a pit bull. That's what we need. Person. Exactly. He's just not a pit bull. He's more of like a well-groomed poodle, you know? I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, like one of those standard ones, like a giant poodle.
Like the king standard.
Like the giant ones. Yeah. I mean, like he's really he is. He's
very regal.
He's very regal. His facial features have always been very like, you know, I mean, he's just very lovely man.
He looks like a president without question.
He does. He looks like he has been like just cut to be a president, but we need a scrappy, get in the ring, ready to get bloody fighter. You know what I mean? You take a punch. He's just not that guy. He's not that guy. No.
All right. We need to talk about the fact that while New York City is under this complete, just huge amount of crime, violence is out of control in New York City. And of course, the homeless population there is also out of control. Like it is really, 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 really bad in New York City and everywhere, but New York City in particular. And as you know, there have been buses shipped up from Florida and Texas with illegals on it to places like New York City that claim to be sanctuary cities. And so if you are a homeless person in New York City, imagine what you would feel knowing that now illegals that have just invaded your city are being treated to Xboxes, comfy couches, 3 square meals a day, all kinds of snacks, and big screen TVs in this tent city for male illegals. Watch this.
A single adult man, you're going to come here to this facility starting tomorrow.
When migrants first walk in after intake, they will see a recreational room set up with rows of couches, TVs, Xboxes, and board games. There will also be a phone bank so migrants can connect with family in order to find more permanent housing.
We can do that in 24 hours, maybe even less. Many times, it's going to take longer than that. It could take days.
Next, there is a cafeteria that will provide migrants with 3 meals a day, and snacks, coffee, and tea will be available 24/7.
Those meals are all culturally appropriate. It is South American fare.
Culturally appropriate?
On a regular basis.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Why would they make it culturally appropriate? Feed them burgers and French fries. It's America, man.
What if somebody needs a gluten-free meal, Daisy?
But they said it's South American fare. Why would you do that? Why would you feed them They came to America. Burgers and fries, baby. We're going to give you all the fat you can get. This is America. Fatten them up. That's what we do.
It's unreal. It's unreal. And I just can't imagine. I mean, and taxpayers, of course, are funding that.
Of course.
Meanwhile, American citizens are toiling away on the streets of New York City. They're not invited into that tent city.
American veterans are starving. Like American citizens, American veterans, people who have fought for this country are starving. Like, how dare that guy be proud of this? That is just sick.
Disgusting.
It is sick and twisted. That makes it makes my stomach turn. Like that guy should be ashamed of himself getting out there acting like he's all proud of this place. Unbelievable. Like what is wrong with him?
It's absolutely sickening that this is what our money is paying for while we've got American citizens who aren't being taken care of at all.
Yeah, it's incredible. Democrats are like proud of that. Oh, my bleeding heart. It's so great. Look how great and benevolent we are. You're an idiot. God.
Yikes. Okay, we mentioned earlier this week that the George Floyd family is suing Kanye for $250 million because of their emotional distress, right? Because Candace Owens' documentary talks about the cause of death of George Floyd and shares information from the toxicology report that is pretty damning. And so she's furious about this lawsuit. There is a rumor now that the Floyd family will also come after her. And so she is thinking about turning some tables. Watch.
Think of frivolous lawsuits. You know, if this is actually considered credible, if you can sue somebody because you're feeling emotionally distressed because of them going out and saying things, well, then I think that I have grounds to sue George Floyd's estate. I have grounds to sue George Floyd's family for doing this little PR stunt. It's causing me a ton of distress. I feel angry and I feel upset with the fact that I am fighting for Black America to be freed from the lies while these people are fighting to keep them in the dark. This is unacceptable. I'm serious. I'm going to go out and I'm going to ask lawyers, if this is legitimate, can I sue George Floyd's family? Because I should be able to. In fact, we should be able to sue Black Lives Matter. We should be able to sue the media that is clearly colluding with George Floyd's family so that they can bury the evidence. Nobody is going to shut up. And I will fight tooth and nail for people to see the truth. And that's all I have to say about that.
It is pretty interesting because if she used facts from the toxicology report, I mean, she didn't make anything up. She's just, this is what's so absurd about our society right now. So they're suing her because she took facts.
Well, they're not yet, but there is talk about them suing her.
All right, but they're suing Ye, right?
Yes.
They're suing Ye because he talked about stuff that he basically got his information from her, right? Mm-hmm. But I mean, from the documentary. But I mean, it's all facts. I mean, it's just facts that hurt their feelings.
Right.
So we're suing based on facts that hurt your feelings. This is what we're doing now.
It's mean.
What's going on in our society? Like, she's 100% correct. I mean, so, my feelings are hurt about the fact that our economy is in a spiral. Can I sue Joe Biden? Because things were great a couple of years ago. My 401k is tanked. Can I sue Joe Biden? Can I sue this administration? I'm upset by the fact that, illegals are pouring over the Texas border, the border. Can I sue this administration? I mean, there's a lot of things that make my feelings hurt about a lot of stuff that's going on right now. I mean, if we're suing based on feelings, man, I could sue over a lot of crap right now. So what are we doing?
And what's crazy too is that Kanye gave $2 million to the George Floyd family for their kids to go to college.
Wow.
And so now they're turning around and saying, we don't like that you're saying things out loud about true things. So we're going to sue you for $250 million. I mean, it's just disgusting.
I didn't know that.
George Floyd's family, they're all just money grubbing, awful, terrible people.
I did not know that. I did not know that he gave them $2 million. Wow. What ungrateful jerks.
I know. It's awful.
It is awful. Wow. Check your heart, man.
Now, speaking of facts and feelings, which was, of course, a famous saying from Ben Shapiro, there's a podcast or YouTuber of some kind. I've never heard of this guy before, but Ethan Klein, who apparently has some stature on social media. Just disgusting. Said some really, truly disgusting things about all of this anti-Semitism, right? And in talking about it, he says just completely unspeakable things about Ben Shapiro. Watch this.
How can these people get away with saying this stuff? And then, I said, you'd already seen that. And then I sent it to you. And I'm like, and this guy doesn't get shut down on YouTube. He doesn't get dinged.
Fine.
And then you and I will get dinged for the dumbest shit on YouTube. It blows me away. Like, this is how YouTube, this is how social works. This is how these social platforms work, because they're so liberally slanted that he can say that horrible, horrible thing. And then YouTube's like, that's fine. It's okay. It's fine. I mean, you can talk about gassing somebody in another Holocaust. And then you and I they ding us for stuff that we're like, what? And they're just itching to shut us down. It's maddening. It's
crazy. Now, Ben Shapiro, of course, was all class in his response. He actually retweeted that clip and said, if there were another Holocaust, I would hope that Ethan and his family escaped, but maybe that's just me.
God bless him. Bless him.
It's just vile. People
it is vile. Gross. And that's the thing. It just shows just how disgusting the left is, Mm-hmm. They're just when you think they can't go any lower and they can't be any more vile, they are.
Yeah. Well, and the media is a huge part of that. There's I don't know if it's a online magazine. I don't know how to define The Cut, but The Cut is a sort of a media thing, right? And so they did a video montage in which, and I don't know the purpose of this. I don't have all the context. What I can tell you is that they asked a whole bunch of Black people what white people are superior at. Now, the question itself is so absolutely unnecessary and repulsive,
right?
Because it's like it's asking if someone were to say, what are Black people superior at, I would be like, well, it depends on the person, because everybody is different. But they're creating obviously a super racially charged question to ask all of these Black people. But for anybody who tries to say that racism is only in one direction, show them this video.
People superior at.
What exactly are white people superior at?
They're real good at violence.
Violence. Genocide. It's like stealing people's lives just because they feel like it.
If you are white and you know this is happening and you say nothing, then you're a killer too.
What exactly are white people superior at?
Insecurity, pretending, fear,
Being fearful of nothing. Being ignorant.
Blame.
letting their egos control their every move, superior at being dicks.
What exactly are white people superior at?
Oppression, gaslighting,
lack of empathy,
intellectualizing oppression. Did I say oppression?
What exactly are white people superior at?
Taking what's not there. Taking shit.
Taking our ideas.
Copycatting.
Gentrification.
appropriating things that do not belong to them,
Taking over other people's culture.
I mean, you get the idea. It goes on
Right.
and on.
Yeah.
So and it's only whites can be racist, though.
And it's just the whole video, like, why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? And again, obviously it's probably a leftist. I don't even know who The Cut is. I have no idea what they are, what they're all about, but I can only imagine that it's probably a bunch of leftist jackhats that just want to perpetuate race. Cause this is all about, it's like, why are we doing this? Why?
I mean, it's just, this is the kind of shit that creates a huger racial divide.
Right.
And so when all the, when Democrats are like, oh my God, racism is such a problem. Well, do you think? Why would you think that is, when this is the kind of shit that you're putting out there into the world?
It
breeds it, is what
it does.
That does.
It does breed it. It makes it a problem. Cause we have talked about this so many times, but in the 80s when we grew up, it was not like this. It just wasn't. It wasn't like this. I try to explain that to my daughter too. I'm like, race just wasn't a topic. It just wasn't. Things were pretty great. I mean, it's like race relations, I thought, were good. They were good and they were getting better. And they would have gotten a lot better had, the left had they not decided to get out there and make it awful. You know what I mean? They just, it's like just fixated on race. I don't know who did it or what did it. I feel like a lot of it started, I don't know, maybe around the time of when Obama got to be president. And then it's like, we all thought it was going to be awesome. And then it wasn't, like he made it that much worse because he was just like, he was so fixated on it. He was so fixated on something that we thought was going to be amazing. We thought, I didn't even vote for the guy, but it's like, but I thought, okay, well, this is great. This is awesome. Because this shows what we thought it was going to show. And that is we don't care about this crap. We don't care about the color
white people. He could not have gotten elected without white people.
Right. Exactly. And then it became like he had this giant chip on his shoulder and it just, he wanted to punish it was just this weird dynamic and it just got worse and worse and worse. I feel like it literally, like 2008, there was a decline.
Well, imagine how different things might have been had he embraced both races that he is. Imagine if he was like, I am biracial and I'm proud of my white heritage and I'm proud of my Black heritage and I am proof that it doesn't freaking matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Let's end the discussion now.
Yeah. And if his wife would have said, I love this country. I've always been, I'm proud of this country. What a wonderful place this is. The best country on the planet. Instead of saying, I hate this place,
Or I'm proud now that my husband is president. I'm proud.
I mean, it's just, this is the thing. If there was more positivity and instead it was just negativity and, white people this and black people this. And it's just like, oh my God. And ever since then, it's just been awful. Yeah. And I hate that. I hate that for all of us. Yeah.
What is in your whack today?
You guys,
let me open it.
This is kind of a rant for Halloween. Okay. I feel like it's whack because Halloween costumes have become, how slutty can you be? Why is that? Like, why has Halloween become like a slut fest? If you look at all of the costumes, like there's one I showed Mark this morning. She was like, look at the blast off astronaut. Who's going to wear that? I mean, like that astronauts don't look like that.
It's $95 too.
I know, but like if you walked into any place, like a costume party looking like that, people are going to be like, what are you? I'm a slutty astronaut. Everything is slutty now. Like you can be a slutty dog. You can be, everything is slutty. Look at that. I can assure you, I am from Texas. Cowgirls do not look like that. I promise you, they don't. They really don't.
But this one, I don't mind this one. Is that wrong?
I know you don't mind it, but I guarantee you that like in the days of yore that they didn't have that gold flap hanging in front of their doodads.
That's right. I think they did. I think that was necessary.
You guys really think that they had like the gold thing? No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I feel like,
yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the movie where Madeline Kahn's like, no, yes. Yes. No, yes.
Oh, look at this. We've got like a slutty Captain Steubing.
What's the point of the tie? What is that? Like seriously. That's the dumbest. Okay. And then what's that's I think the other one's a Hugh Hefner, like
yeah.
Like
there's a circus ringleader.
Oh yeah.
$81 for that?
I mean,
holy cow.
the cop outfit actually is probably the most normal. I think that's literally the most normal one I've seen.
I mean, it's definitely got the most fabric, and yet it's only $40.
Only $40, you guys. Oh my God. So this is the thing. Can we just not?
Can we just not with those?
Can we just not with all of the? Yeah. Everybody's so slutty. Just dress like remember when we used to dress as like M&Ms and stuff?
I mean, this cowboy outfit is completely fine.
Okay, the cowgirl is she's got like, what is that?
The firefighter. Can you imagine if this is like what actual female firefighters wore?
Right. She's got like the thigh-high boots on, and they're like 15-inch heeled. Yeah, that's gonna work real well when she's climbing up like 15 flights of stairs, I'm sure. Right.
Oh my God, I love it.
Anyway,
right.
that was my whack, you guys, because I see a lot of those come up, and I'm like, no. No.
It is time for some MyPillow talks. Stock up on your stocking stuffers at mypillow.com/chicks. Slippers on big sale right now. Sheets and towels still buy one, get one on some of the MyPillow products that are your favorites. So stock up, mypillow.com/chicks. I have a dog-a-palooza for you today. But first, we're going to start with something that's not dogs. This absolutely cracked me up. So this girl on TikTok has a routine. She does these quite frequently where she does a side-by-side duet with small kids that are in trouble. And she pretends as though she is their attorney. And I love this. This is perfect. Watch.
I'm her attorney.
What are you eating? Nothing? Let me see your mouth.
Don't show him. Don't show him.
Let me see your mouth. Hold on a second.
Give my client a moment, please.
Ferris.
Oh my God, I love it.
See, there's nothing in there. There's nothing in my mouth.
So you weren't eating a cookie?
No, I'm not.
Really? What's that?
Objection relevance.
That's a cookie.
No,
really?
we don't know
you
for
weren't
sure.
Eating it?
Yeah.
So what was in your mouth?
Objection asked and answered.
There was a cookie in your mouth?
No.
Oh, but you weren't eating the cookie?
Yeah.
No.
You were eating the cookie.
And it was being nice to me.
You're gonna
The cookie was being
pause.
nice to you?
No.
Oh my God, I
was
love
being
it.
nice to you.
No, what?
Oh, are you trying to butter me up so I forget that you ate a cookie and then told me
Absolutely
you
not.
Yeah.
didn't? Oh.
I'm her attorney.
What are you
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. That's fantastic. I would follow that account. I love that so much.
Okay, let me tell you the name of it really quick.
I'm not trying to follow
Ellie
that.
Collins with like 4 S's. Ellie Collins. with
I'm
a whole
all
bunch of
about
S's.
that account. Yeah, because that was like me as a kid, constantly getting into shit. Yeah.
And guys will love that account because Ellie Collins has humongous boobs.
Oh, okay. There you go. There you go.
Quite a bit.
She's gonna wear the firefighter costume for Halloween, you guys. She's the one.
All right. Okay, let's start with dogs. Friday dogs, you guys. There's so many good dogs to show you today. And a monkey. Because you sent me a monkey this morning and I have to show that monkey.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Kiki the spider monkey is amazing. So first of all, dogs, at least this one, apparently not a fan of mango. Look at this poor dog's face. So far, so good. Wait a minute.
My God. We have a problem, Houston. This is not okay. This is not okay. Mango. Nope. I am screwed. What do I do? Do I spit it out? What do I do? I mean, spit it out. Look at it dripping.
He starts drooling.
Look at it dripping. I can't.
Oh my God, I love him. I love him
great.
so much. Now, this Weimaraner found himself an empty toilet paper roll and created, you guys, a whole instrument.
He's a one-man band. It's Gus. Look at Gus. I love him. He's so proud of himself. I love him. He's so cute.
So precious.
So cute.
Okay. I don't even know. This dog had like a little wooden thing in his mouth and was caught with it and had just a really crazy reaction. Watch.
Can I have that? What is it? Can I please? What is that? Oh, it's a chicken. Okay.
Oh my God.
I don't know why that was the reaction.
He was just very excited about the chicken.
Very excited about the chicken. Okay, this is one of I think it's a corgi. And this woman clearly works at home. And it's very, very difficult for her to get anything done because when this dog wants her attention, he gets really, really destructive.
He's awesome. Oh my God, that's awesome.
He just will not.
That is awesome.
Leave her alone. I love that.
Oh my God.
Okay, apparently there was an outdoor concert. I think this is from years ago because I know I've seen this before, but I loved it so much. Outdoor concert, and just a random yellow lab likes the music and decides to join the orchestra. This is so precious. There he comes. He's like, what's going on here? And he's like, this sounds nice.
I think I'm going to just pop a squat right here. I'm just going to pop right down here. Okay, that sounds, oh my God. That is absolutely precious. Somebody needs to adopt that dog immediately.
Now you're going to love this because I know Tessie LaRue was a boxer pit bull mix, and so is this dog. Look.
Oh, my sweet Tessie. Oh my God.
Hello, motherfucker.
Oh, that was Tessie.
Hello, motherfucker.
I love her little face. My sweet Tessie. May she rest in peace.
I know, Tessie
Love
LaRue.
her. Sweet Tessie.
I think she's the first dog, other than my parents' German Shepherd from years ago, Sasha. Tessie LaRue's like the first dog that I fell in love with dogs with.
You guys, she was like the greatest dog on the planet. So great.
She was a really, really good dog.
She was so
the
good.
Goodest.
Yeah.
Okay, lastly, Kiki the Spider Monkey. Now, Kiki the Spider Monkey has accounts on both Instagram and TikTok, and I want her. Look at
my husband's obsessed with this stupid monkey too. And there's a Great Dane. There's a Great Dane living in the house too, which my husband follows this account as well. the monkey rides on that dog. I think that's
my
the
God.
pit. It rides on that dog all the time. And it's crazy. Like there's all sorts of videos where they have like all sorts of contraptions in the house where she'll swing around. She's very
busy.
I can't believe they have a spider monkey in their house.
I mean, why wouldn't you if you could?
I would not have a spider monkey in the house. Although my husband following this account is kind of worrying me a little bit because I'm like, don't tell me you want a spider monkey. And he's like, no. But I mean, it's all over the place. It just rides on the dogs and punches the dogs. And
I mean, I think the dogs like it though. Like,
the dogs
see that playmate.
See that pole in there? Like she'd like pole dances and like she's see all the contraptions in the background?
The jungle gym. Oh my gosh.
They barely have furniture. They just basically have like monkey stuff. It's crazy.
I want her. I love it.
Anyways, and
she
wears a diaper. She's a squirrel. Oh, squirrel monkey. It's not a spider monkey. It's a squirrel monkey. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Not a spider. Sorry.
Monkey.
And somebody's saying they're horrible pets. Well, I think monkeys in general would be horrible pets because they fling their poo at you.
Say that.
They fling their poo at you, and at any point they could rip your genitals off. I'm out. They could.
Okay, well, you know what? You're probably right. But I would like to have a friend that has a squirrel monkey.
Yeah, so they could rip their genitals off,
and I can just visit.
Okay, you guys bring it in. Just bring it in. Yeah, see, Billy said they could eat your face, right? Monkeys at any point could turn on you, and
don't all the time.
Just weird, you guys. So. I want no part of that. No part of that. Okay, you're not coming, Cash. You're not coming to say hello to everybody. It's Friday. Get up.
Did you say it? Say it again.
Bring it in. Bring it in. He's so mad. It's like because they got in a fight yesterday, and I think he's just embarrassed by the whole fight yesterday. He hates
that you guys had to see that.
He's really upset that you guys saw that yesterday. Anyways, you guys have a fantastic weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday. Bye, everybody.